Hey y'all, it's Beer Third Machine. Today we're going on a little road trip to pick up some inventory. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome if you're new to the channel. My name is Julian, also known as the Beer Third Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online to make YouTube videos about it. Today me and Kayla are actually heading about an hour and a half away from the house. I don't like to travel this far for one deal, but I have to say inventory in my area has been pretty scarce lately and I need to span out. This is a Facebook Marketplace deal and I'm traveling an hour and a half to get there. So it's kind of nerve-wracking because this might be a whole bunch of waste of time. Come down here and just think how many times you have Facebook Marketplace deals fall through. So hopefully that it doesn't. It's kind of a high dollar deal. I would say this is probably one of my biggest purchases on Facebook Marketplace, easily for one of my biggest purchases. So we're gonna travel down here and I'm spending $900 and I'll show you all what I get here in a second. All right guys, so we just did the deal, $900 for everything in my back seat, which my back seat's gone, but look at all them pretty reels. What we're gonna do, the guy actually threw in more reels when we got down there, a reel and a rod for free that was brand new. So what we're gonna do is try to get these home safely and then we'll show you what we got. All right guys, we are back at the house. It is the next day. We did get home a little bit late and got all this stuff in because it did start to rain and everything, and then I couldn't film last night, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you what I picked up. In a little bit I'm going to show you a huge bolo to look out for when you're at estate sales and garage sales. It's worth hundreds of dollars, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to show you what I got and the different rods and reels and just some names to look out for when you're out there thrifting and at the garage sales. But right here, this is all the offshore rods that I picked up. And then you have two things over there that I'll go over here in a second. So let's go over some of this stuff. So like when you're looking at rods and reels, see like this one right here has some corrosion on it. This isn't a huge deal because it works properly. Like I tested everything out, and this is just from saltwater spray. Basically this was probably on a boat. It has some spray on it. That's not a huge deal. This can be cleaned up with no problem with a little wire brush. You don't want to use wire on any of the black parts here because this is like graphite or plastic and it will scratch that. But this right here, stainless steel, or it will definitely clean up fairly nice. So no problems there. And like I said, you just want to make sure I have a video on checking the functions of this. But I do have two different types of drags I want to go over. This right here is a star drag. I think this is less desirable than the lever drag right here. So this is a star drag, and make sure these are always moving good. And then you have on these bigger rods, you have lever drags that go back and forth, and then you have a button right here that you kick that baby into four-wheel drive, boom, and then you're really catching some fish. And just make sure that that goes freely and that it you know, the bail actually spins and everything. So that's about it there. Also on spinning rods, you're gonna have a number, right? This is a 8,000. That means it's a pretty big spinning rod. My little reels down here, like this one is a 2,500 and that's tiny. This is a 4,000, so that's half the size of that 8,000. So when you're looking at pictures, definitely take a look at the actual numbers because that's going to dictate how much the reel is going to cost. So you would just type in exactly what the reel make is and then the EX8000, and then it'll tell you how much that reel is worth. So, you know, another good name to look out for. I'm always saying Penn. Penn's a good name. So this one right here, definitely type in everything here. So you want to type in the GLD32 because this has a big thing. If it didn't have that 2 on it, it's probably gonna be worth less money. That might mean that it's a 2-speed. I'll have to look it up. But don't discount good rods either, because some of these, like this one right here, is a Penn International V. I guarantee you that this rod is probably going to be worth $200 to $300. Now, I did spend $900 on all this stuff, which is about $33 per item. So what I'm saying is $33 for this and $33 for that. So really not that bad. Sometimes you have to pay up. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but these reels will go for a ton of money. Also, it's always good being nice and not really you know, nickel and diamond people. He wanted to sell all this for 1,000, hit him at 800, and he said without a portion of it. I said, no, I'm gonna need all of it. He said, how's 900? And I said, that's fine. But when I went down there, he actually threw in a brand new Ocean Master. Now this is not like a name brand. This is actually Bass Pros Edition. Still a really good rod and reel. He threw it in for free, and it is brand new, never been spooled or anything like that, with a brand new rod. And I actually have two of those matching. I might try to sell these actually locally probably for $300 or $400 because they are about a $200 setup. And then Shimano is another good brand to look out for. I always say Shimano and pens. There are a whole bunch more out there worth a ton of money, but this is a really good name brand to look out for. And also, again, a pen. See how this one doesn't have the 2, so I'm guessing this one might be worth a little bit less than the other one, but I'll definitely have to comp all this out. Now, the thing I want to really show you guys is going to be this stuff. These are going to be huge BOLOs. These are line, right? So this one here is monofilament. So this is that just regular fishing line that you always see out and about on regular fishing reels. And I'm going to actually scan, if I can get my eBay, I'm going to scan how much these things are worth. Now, it's really important on these is going to be the test. So that one right there is a 60-pound test at $1,600. Now, mono isn't worth as much as what I'm going about ready to show you, but this one scans in at $129 with free shipping. To be honest with you, I'll probably do $60 with shipping. It's definitely heavy, but mono's worth some money, but not worth a ton. But if you can find like one of these, you know, at a yard sale for $5, $10, definitely pick it up. But definitely be looking at the test, and also look at how many yards. This one right here is approximately 1,600 yards. So definitely a lot of line there. And you're gonna find that in offshore people that are like, you know, that are spooling all these. I mean, you could spool a ton of rods or reels with that. But this right here, what I'm gonna show you is really the money maker. This is a whole bunch of braid. Now, there's a whole bunch of different companies that do braid, spider wire, and this one right here is called Power Pro. I'm just gonna scan this one for you real quick, and you'll be amazed how much this stuff goes for. All right, here it is, $570 with free shipping, and that is the exact same. It's 150 pound at 3,000 yards, and this one is brand new, never used. Insane amount of money, and that is just fishing line, and it looks like braid. I'm just gonna try to show you. I know this GoPro doesn't really show that well, but it just looks like a small braided line right there. It's not like, this is monofilament where it kind of looks like plastic almost, and this one looks like fabric, and this stuff goes for a ton of money if you can get quantity of it. Also, if you find the little ones that aren't used, they go for like 20-30 bucks in the store. So if you're at a yard sale and they're selling for $1 to $2, definitely a good pickup, because I'm telling you right now, this stuff sells super fast online, because I'm gonna probably try to sell this for like $350 to $400, and I guarantee it will sell within probably 2 or 3 weeks. So right there, that's a little bit into fishing rods. It's definitely a one that you want to do your homework in and research prior to buying, because you can buy ones that are trashed, that don't work, and spend a ton of money and really not get any money back into them. But once you start learning about the you know, different ones, there is a ton of money in fishing rods. But I'm learning, kind of like tools and everything else, when you buy in bulk, you make a lot of money, because I should be able to make probably, I'll do the numbers on a different video, but maybe like $1,000 to $1,500 for the drive down and back. So that's not that bad, but hopefully it's been educational. Hopefully learn something. Hopefully you can go out there and find some of this stuff, especially the fishing line, and make you some money. So you know I'll always catch you on the next one.